Volodymyr Zelenskyy. I wish health to all Ukrainians, dear citizens. Today we held a meeting. There were several issues, but the most important one is drones, all types of drones that Volodymyr Zelenskyy. There is good news about long-range drones. Our drone with a range of 3,000 kilometers has passed the test. I am grateful to the developers, grateful to the manufacturers. We are developing a range of long-range tools that will help ensure the security of our state. Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Today they reported on the use of Ukrainian missiles. Long Neptune, one could say, we are satisfied with the impact results, but more need to be produced. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, more missiles, more drones. And during the week, we will discuss this with our partners. The Ukrainian defense production resource, together with investment from partners, especially in Europe, is a reliable foundation for a new security architecture, which will certainly be created on our continent. There is no alternative to this. Security is needed, and it is only a matter of time before everyone on the continent realizes that the old security architecture will no longer work. New things are needed, enough modern technological weapons. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, sufficient defense spending, sufficient investment in defense production, and most importantly, motivation. Motivation to defend one's home, which means contingents with relevant combat experience and who are trained by those who have this experience. Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Today I held a meeting with the new Chief of the General Staff, Andriy Ignatov, together with the Minister of Defense of Ukraine, Umerov. We identified the primary tasks. In particular, this concerns Volodymyr Zelenskyy Corps system. It needs to be implemented as soon as possible. Also, there will be meetings with partners in Europe very soon. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, specifically in order to practically determine some details of the future security system in Europe. Regarding the contingents of partners who are ready to help peace in Ukraine, I expect a report from the Minister of Defense on our preparation for such meetings. Today, I also spoke with the President of France, Macron. We coordinated our positions. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, on the eve of the conversation between President Trump and Putin, on the eve of the meeting in Europe, I want to thank Emmanuel and thank all of France for their support. It is very important that tomorrow it will be a week since America's proposal for silence in the sky, at sea, and on the front has been on the table. This proposal could have been implemented a long time ago. Every day in the conditions of war is the life of people. It has been almost a week now that it is evident to absolutely everyone in the world, even those who did not want to acknowledge the truth for 3 years, that it is Putin who continues and prolongs this war. It is precisely Putin who has been unable for a week to say yes in response to the proposal for a ceasefire. He talks about anything, but not what the whole world wants to hear right now. An unconditional offer of silence is essentially saving lives so that diplomats can work to ensure security and reliable peace. This is the proposal that Russia is ignoring. Pressure is needed so that finally in Moscow they realize that their war must end. Today I spoke with the President of Argentina, Milei. I informed him about the situation at the front and in the negotiations. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, I spoke about how we are close to the first steps towards ending the war and urge that the voice of Argentina should continue to sound, as always, with enough confidence for the sake of peace. Another thing about our life, our future, which will be secured despite everything Russia is trying to do and with our state. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, Ukraine will preserve its independence. We will provide everything necessary for the development of our country and people. I thank everyone who is already working towards this. For the sake of our resilience, for the sake of Ukrainian development, Ukrainian education, Ukrainian children, today, together with the First Lady, we participated in the opening of the Museum of Mathematics here in Kyiv. It's a special educational space, very modern. And this is a task for the Ministry of Education, for the government in general, for the regional authorities, to take this example of an educational space and spread it in the regions. Not only in Kyiv should there be such opportunities and spaces. Our children everywhere in Ukraine need equal access to education, to all educational opportunities. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, right now during the war, it is extremely difficult but achievable. And after the war, even more so, it must be ensured. I am grateful to everyone who is advancing science in Ukraine. Narrator, education, everyone who develops new educational initiatives and ensures the operation of the entire Ukrainian educational infrastructure, a school teacher, a university lecturer, founders of all Ukrainian educational projects. I thank you, and we will definitely support teachers, education, and new educational projects in Ukraine. Life must win. There must be a dignified peace. Glory to Ukraine.